Hello to all you aspiring funded traders. It's Simon here again from Funded Trading Plus. Today I'm joined by Mary, who has successfully passed one of our funded trading tests with an extremely high win rate percentage, well into the 90s, and she's going to tell us how she did it. Mary, congratulations on passing one of our funded trading tests. I believe you had about a 95% win rate, didn't you? Am I right in thinking that?
Yes, that's correct.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully you'll be able to keep that up, but if not, hopefully stay in the game. Stay in the game otherwise. So we're just going to be presenting this to a lot of people who are interested in funded trading, maybe trying to pass an evaluation stage themselves. So it's just a case of asking you how you passed, how you trade, and stuff like that. So how do you trade? What do you like to trade?
Usually I like to trade Nasdaq, gold, and US 30, but I always feel like Nasdaq is kind of like the safer one in terms of US 30 moves really quick and gold is just like, whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting experience because I'd have thought the Nasdaq is the nastier one out of the lot of them. That's just trading, isn't it? We all have different views and different perceptions about stuff. So yeah, I'm a big Nasdaq and index trader. Not a big cold trader, but certainly the US 30 and the Nasdaq, and obviously the S&P moves quite similar, especially to the US 30 as well. So that gives you an option. But so you're someone who sort of like trades fewer rather than more instruments, if you like.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think getting to know one is better than trying to do everything else and then perfecting one and then moving on to the next one. That's my strategy when I'm trading.
Rather than be sort of jack of all trades, if you like.
Yes,
What what sort of
exactly.
what sort of strategies do you use then?
So before I was using support and resistance quite a lot, but then I came across ICT with his new mentorship on YouTube recently, and I've been learning a lot about the fair value gap, and that's the one that I am eyeing the most, especially on Nasdaq because it tends to have quite huge gaps. So yeah, so I usually trade support and resistance and fair value gap.
Tell me about fair value gap. Do you mean sort of if the market opens and gaps down or gaps up, you think there's going to be a partial gap close, or is it something else? It's not something I've heard of before.
No, it's like, let's say, you know how Nasdaq dropped like the last week,
Yeah.
and then it will leave like a huge gap at the top where the candles haven't actually like connected together.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I'll be waiting for it to close one of the gaps. It might have several gaps because sometimes it might drop drastically and then retrace a little bit and then drop again, and it hasn't retraced enough to cover from the point where it's dropped from.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's basically my aim when I'm trading, trying to wait for it to pull back to cover where it dropped from. But sometimes it doesn't always go back to the exact point. It might touch it just below. So it's not waiting for the exact number. It's just roughly knowing when to exit, really.
Yeah. Are you sort of scalping all the way up or way down depending on the gap, or are you sort of just more swing trading? How long are you in the markets for generally, or does it depend?
So ideally, I would swing trade, but only when I am sure that it's about to go up and move. Before it does, then I will just scalp until, because I know that it's really like dropped quite a lot anyway at the moment. So I will just scalp until it's ready to move up. Then I will swing trade until it hits the fair value gap.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, there's so many different strategies and methodologies out there. It's interesting to see one that you found that sort of sticks for you, and it's obviously it's working for you. Like I say, you've managed to have a very high strike rate, so hopefully that'll continue anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's a really good strategy actually. I didn't know about it until I started watching ICT's video this year. I was like, oh, okay. And once you practice it and once you see it, you can't unsee it. So it's like it's really amazing. You should
Yeah,
try it out.
I'll have a look. I'll get you to link me after. I might have to give some
Yeah.
props to ICT if it works. But yeah, I'm certainly always open to have a look at new things. You sometimes when you've been trading for a long time like I have, you get a little bit blinkered, I guess, and not looking for new things. But I'm always trying to be open minded to have new things. So you have to send me it after the interview.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
what's your typical trading day then? I don't know what you do or what job commitments and stuff you've got. How do you structure your trading day?
Well, I wake up in the morning for London Open. I mean, I've got four kids, so it's a bit busy. So
Wow.
it's working around them. So London Open. So That's my main one, and New York Open as well is my main one. I try to stay out of the Asian sessions because I'll be sleeping then, and yeah, I always get messed up in the Asian sessions. But London and New York are my times where I trade.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm surprised not even earlier if you've got 4 kids, but I'm surprised I don't get you up for the Asian session, depending how old they are. But yeah, no, I'm the same. London session, Asian, US session are the ones that I tend to, or mainly the US session, should I say? I'm generally not up for the London session. I don't have the blessings of 4 children running around keeping me up, but yeah, it's you just got to find what works for you, haven't you? Works for your work-life balance and things, and you know, one of the reasons we don't put time limits on any of our tests is for people like yourself who, you know, you might have times where you're very, very busy or times where you've got more time and can just sort of stick away from it if you need to.
Yeah, exactly.
So what sort of, as a successful funded trader then, what sort of tips would you give to people out there who are looking to pass funded trading tests?
I would say not rushing because I feel like, not having the time limit, people will be like, okay, I want to rush, 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 but not rushing. Like when I was trading, because I knew like it's going to go up at some point. So that was my opportunity to trade. But usually I would wait until I am definitely sure that, okay, this is time to enter and not having distractions. Like when I try to trade and my kids are around, yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Or when other people are around, because then you're distracted, then you're trying to watch the market and then attend to something else. It's just not a great idea. And also try not to trade on your phone and looking at charts on your phone. Instead, if you can,
Yeah,
on like a computer or laptop, when something like TradingView is really, really helpful because yeah, every time I've traded on my phone, I've found that I've messed up big time. Yeah.
yeah, no, I think you made some good points there. I mean, the patience one, and yeah, not having that time pressure, and that's not, you know, to be perfectly blunt, putting my funded trading hat on. That's the reason that firms put time limits on it, to put pressure on people, and it will cause them not to pass, which is not what we're about. But yeah, you're right. Having that patience, you know, distractions certainly is a big one. You know, whatever it might be, whether it's kids or family or anything, trading's quite intense. You know, you take your eye off the ball in this current volatility, you can find yourself underwater pretty quickly, and then like you say, having the right equipment to do it with. I mean, I find phones fine to sort of monitor the markets. Like if I've got a longer term swing trade on, you know, just to monitor and maybe move stop losses and stuff. But primary trading, I generally wouldn't want to use a phone. I'd want to use a bigger screen or something like that. But phones do have the place. But you know, I get the impression a lot of these younger people are trying to like scalp on the bus or something like that. And I'm not sure how successful that's going to be, but you know, if it works, it works. But no, phones certainly good for monitoring. I mean, TradingView is interesting because you know, we're hopefully going to be getting, well, TradingView is coming within the next couple of weeks, so hopefully you know, you'll be able to offer your TradingView as well to trade through, as well as do your analysis for, because I think a lot of people do like TradingView.
Yeah. I like TradingView as well, so I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah. We want it. We're as keen as mustard to get it, to be fair. So the sooner the better. Yeah. Well, thank you for taking the time just to give us a bit of insight into, you know, the way you're trading and things like that. And obviously the tips are very useful for those who are looking to trade as well. So we wish you all the success with the live funded account. And hopefully we'll be able to do a follow up video showing you paying you out lots of profit in the future. So yeah, all the best with that.
Thank you very much.
So thank you for watching. I hope you found that valuable. There's going to be lots more content coming on this channel, so please do subscribe. Our Discord, where we've got a great community, is linked in the description, and here's some more videos for you as well.